Every window in my chest that I boarded up for years, letting in just enough daylight to function through the fears. I learned how to be dependable, how to carry what was mine, how to swallow every question that unsettled the design. There were dreams I left half written on the back of younger days, trading wonder for approval in 100 subtle ways. I told myself it's noble to be steady, to be strong, but I never stopped to ask who I was beneath the calm. There's a whisper on the routine, there's a pulse beneath the roll, like a quiet revolution, moving slowly through the soul. Take me where the light stays, even when the night is long, where the truth is not a stranger, and the weak are still called strong. I don't need a perfect ending, I don't need applause or praise. I just want a heart wide open, in a place where the light I have stood inside of rooms where I felt both seen and small, where the loudest voice was Simon's hanging heavy on the wall. I own a careful version of the portion I could be, measured out in safe proportions, tuned for easy harmony. But there's a wildness in the marrow, there's a fire under skin, there's a door I keep on hearing from the inside knocking in. Not to tear my world to pieces, not to burn it to the ground, just to let a little honesty finally make a sound. There's a breaking that is gentle, there's a falling into grace. Now I crash a ruined ceilings, just a shifting in a space. Take me where the light stays, where the air is brave and clear, where the weight of old expectations doesn't follow me in here. I am done with shrinking softly, so accommodate the maze. I am ready to be living in a place where the light stays. Maybe strength is not a fortress, maybe courage isn't stone, maybe it's the trembling moment you admit you're not alone. Maybe healing is an instant, maybe growth is slow and wide, like a river learning patience as it carves the mountainside. There are stories in my bloodstream older than the fear I know, and they're rising to the surface saying you're allowed to grow. I am more than my composure, more than what I can endure, more than every silent battle I convinced myself was pure. There's a freedom in surrender, not to weakness, not to shame, but to dropping all the armor and still standing in your name. Take me where the light stays, through the doubt and through the flame, where my scars don't need disguises, where I'm not reduced to blame. I don't wanna be untouchable, I don't wanna be amazed, I just wanna be unguarded, in a place where the light stays. If the sky begins to darken, if the road forgets my feet, if the voices start to question every promise I could keep, let me remember this feeling of the air inside my lungs, of the quiet understanding I am not what I'd outrun. Let me stand inside the shaking, let me feel it without fear, let me choose the honest pathway even if it's unclear. There is beauty in becoming, there is power in the slow, there is light that doesn't vanish even when the shadows grow. Take me where the light stays, where the night can't steal my sight, where the truth becomes my language, and the dark gives way to light. I don't need a flawless future, I don't need a crowd or stage, but because I stepped inside, and the light, it never left.
There's a pressure in the distance, like a sky is folding in, not collapsing into chaos, just tightening its skin.
I can taste it in the silence, in the air before it breaks, like the world is drawing breath for a move it's scared to make.
I've been living on the surface of a version of myself, polished into something stable, neatly placed upon a shelf. Every doubt I learned to swallow, every edge I filed down, till I almost fit the picture of a face that wouldn't drown.
But there's a current under calm, there's a voltage in my chest. You can decorate the stillness, but you cannot mute unrest. I am not a quiet harbor, I am not a careful plea. I am weather forming slowly out of some forgotten sea. Let the thunder find my backbone, let the lightning choose my name. I am done with being gentle, just to keep the room the same.
There's a spine inside the storm, not destruction, just design. A center where the wind obeys, a steady pulse in violent time. That's where I'm standing now, not the edge and not the fall, right inside the spinning chaos, where the calm outlives it all.
You can call it confrontation, you can call it losing grace, but I've carried too much silence just to keep a smiling face. There are fractures in the pavement from the way we never show. There are wars inside our ribcage no one else will ever know.
I've been shaking under armor, I've been glowing under steel, I've been writing quiet anthem no one gave me leave to feel.
Not anymore.
Let the windows rattle open, let the doors refuse to lock, let the truth arrive unfiltered like a fist against the clock. I don't need a perfect skyline, I don't need a myth intact. I need breath that isn't measured, I need courage that reacts.
There's a moment in the spiral where you either bend or race, not upward into fantasy, but forward into flight.
If I burn with purpose. If I break awake. Every scar becomes a compass, every loss a line I take. I am not afraid of weather, I am not afraid of sound. I am learning how to anchor while the sky is crashing down.
Because power isn't volume, it's the choice to stay and stand when the pressure hits its highest and you still unclench your hands. There's a spine inside the storm, and tonight it feels like mine. Not immune to all the shaking, just refusing to resign. Let the thunder say my name, let the lightning split the doubt. I am done with shrinking smaller, just to keep the peace around. Still breathing, still steady, still fierce, still loud. Not perfect, not polished, not bending now. The storm can keep its violence, it can roar and rearrange, but I am not the wreckage.
I am the spine.
chest that I boarded up for years, letting in just enough daylight to function through the fears. I learned how to be dependable, how to carry what was mine, how to swallow every question that unsettled the design. There were dreams I left half written on the back of younger days, trading wonder for approval in 100 subtle ways. I told myself it's noble to be steady, to be strong, but I never stopped to ask who I was beneath the calm. There's a whisper under routine, there's a pulse beneath the roar, like a quiet revolution moving slowly through the soul. Take me where the light stays, even when the night is long, where the truth is not a stranger, and the weak are still called strong. I don't need a perfect ending, I don't need applause or praise, I just want a heart wide open in the place where the light stays. I stood inside of rooms where I felt both seen and small, where the loudest voice for silence hanging heavy on the wall. I have worn a careful version of the person I could be, measured out in safe proportions, trimmed for easy harmony. But there's a wildness in the marrow, there's a fire on the skin, there's a door I keep on hearing from the inside, knock it in. Not to tear my world to pieces, not to burn it to the ground, just to let a little honesty finally make a sound. There's a breaking that is gentle, there's a falling into grace, not a crash of ruined ceilings, just a shifting in a space. Take me where the light stays, where the air is brave and clear, where the weight of old expectations doesn't follow me in here. I am done with shrinking softly to accommodate the maze. I am ready to be living in a place where the light stays. Maybe strength is not a fortress, maybe courage isn't stone, maybe it's the trembling moment you admit you're not alone. Maybe healing is an instant, maybe growth is slow and wide, like a river learning patience as it carves the mountainside. There are stories in my bloodstream, older than the fear I know, and they're rising to the surface, saying you're allowed to grow. I am more than my composure, more than what I can endure, more than every silent battle I convinced myself was pure. Take me where the light stays, where the night can't steal my sight, where the truth becomes my language and the dark gives way to light. I don't need a flawless future, I don't need a crown or stage, I just need a soul unhidden in a place where the light stays. Take me where the light stays. If the sky begins to darken, if the road forgets my feet, if the voices start to question every promise I could keep, let me remember this feeling of the air inside my lungs, of the quiet understanding I am not what I've outrun. Let me stand inside the shaking, let me feel it without fear, let me choose the honest pathway